Hey guys, welcome to Prince of Peace Tarot. I'm Justin, and today I'll be doing a reading for those of you with Sagittarius placements in your chart. So if you have Sagittarius anywhere within your chart, this reading could resonate, and if it does, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. Okay guys, so before I jump into your spread, let's say a prayer. Infinite Creator, Olodumare, to my higher self, my Ori, Eshu, Obatala, to the Agum Marine Laye, Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, to my benevolent ancestors, known and unknown, Florine Williams, Norman Williams, Exius Willie, thank you for allowing me to source the most accurate reading for those with Sagittarius placements in their chart. All right, guys, let's jump into your spread. It's a 5-card spread, including the top and bottom of the deck. I have your Orisha Tarot out here to clarify. I also have a bunch of Oracle cards, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to touch on all of them, but we'll see how far we go, where my energy is. But we will. Let's get into this tarot, and I'm gonna run through that quickly, and then we'll jump into the oracle cards, because we have like some messages about, you know, starting, stopping things, protection, but then a lot of emotional stuff is in your oracle cards. A lot of emotions that we're kind of like needing to cleanse or to get like a solid angle on, okay, so you don't feel so indecisive about something. But here, let's go with the tarot first. Your first set out, you have the Magician and Obatala. The Magician clarified by Obatala. Second position, you have Queen of Swords clarified by the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Third position, you have the Ace of Wands clarified by the Eight of Cups. Third position, Three of Wands clarified by the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Rounding out the spread, you have the World in the reverse, clarified by female Eshu. Top of the deck, Seven of Swords, clarified by the Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands in the reverse, clarified by the Five of Pentacles. Okay, the first set immediately gave me like a witchcraft or deceptive vibe, okay? Your first two cards, actually. Okay, Obatala is coming down to protect you from any kind of dark magic, all right? Something maybe possibly dealing with an air sign. We have Gemini energy here, and we have Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, okay? Air sign energy, very strong, okay? And this is around pentacles or something that someone's creating or producing or manifesting on Earth, okay? Their own project, something that seems to feels like it's been failing, or I've been having to stop and start, and the reason why is because this air sign person or this person using magic has been doing that to you. Like, you feel like I'm always starting over. Like, as soon as I feel like I'm almost reaching the top, this person is taking the sword and cutting me down, and then I gotta climb back up again, you know. And this is what's been causing you to have to be patient, because Seven of Pentacles has been like wearing down on your patience. This person has been making you feel like a failure. You're not a failure. It's whatever they've been doing. If they're lying to you or misleading you or using magic, they've been doing that to get you to stop striving forward, upward. And this is why Obatala is coming down to put an end to it. Obatala is going to put an end to anybody doing magic that's been stopping you from accomplishing and achieving what you're doing, because you are looking at somebody out there. This is not everybody's message. Like I told you, I got a bunch of cards, but somebody out there is looking at what they do as not worth it anymore. But it is worth it. You need to have the wisdom, if the Queen of Swords is going to be positive, the wisdom to know that this is not a failure, that something else is at play, and that because I know something else is at play, I will not give up on what I have. All right? Your third position, you have the Ace of Wands clarified by the Eight of Cups, Eight of Water. So we got this octopus taking down the ship, and this is some form of proposal or opportunity. This could be a job, and this could also be a relationship. What the Eight of Cups is telling you is that I've been here before. This seems familiar. Because here, look, even here in your, what is this called? Your oracle cards, you have someone new, okay, clarified by deja vu. For some of you, this could be a new person, male or female. For some, it could be a new job, right? But they give me the same energy. Same energy. So when it comes to work, some of you because I do have a note about that. You have some Saturn energy here. Some of you are trying to, like, I've mentioned this in prior readings, change jobs, maybe make lateral moves that aren't necessary. If you do it, okay. But if you notice that I'm in this new environment and it still feels like the old, or it's just not what I thought it was going to be, that's for a reason. It wasn't going to be anything. You have to change your focus to a different thing. I think if you're going through this when it comes to your work, it is because now it's time for you to focus on your purpose. You need to I'm pretty sure your angels and guides have been directing you. I think you need to surrender to your purpose, because we have Pisces and Saturn, or Saturn and Pisces energy. So for the Piscean energy, that would be sacrifice or surrender. Surrender to what the divine is asking you to do. And you just need to make time in your day for it, after work, on the weekend. But I think you would feel a new sense of fulfillment if you would get out of your comfort zone, right? Stop applying and looking for opportunities or people that feel like where you've been already. You just know what is to be expected. It's getting boring. It's getting old, right? And for some, and it's funny because here, look, y'all, this deja vu thing could be a new job, like I said, new relationship, but there are two possibilities of love. I'll get to it when I get into your oracle cards, but there's actual, like, a real love here. And generally, we don't see that a lot. And at least with the readings I've been given lately, I don't see it. I did ask, because it says new love muse, I needed to know for sure whether or not this was not the same as this. And I was told it's not. These are two separate energies, but they're not. This one is not occurring this year. Okay? So I'll just tell you that. For those of you in the looking for love, knowing that there should be some kind of love for me, it really is, but don't look for it this year. Next year or some other time is coming. You have the Three of Wands in your fourth position, clarified by the Ten of Swords in the reverse. All right. Several messages with this. This is about moving on, healing, leaving to go somewhere else, to expand yourself after all the hurt and the pain. This Ten of Swords is in the reverse. The other thing is the Ten of Swords is very close to the Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords. Seven of Swords and Ten of Swords could talk about somebody plotting to take me down. All right, there's an energy there for that. Now, for all of you all, it's different. I do see someone here in your oracle, you have trust and obsession, but we'll get to that, okay? I don't know if this is the person, and it very well could be. Somebody obsessed with you, trying to gain your trust, only to take you down. I don't know what they're proposing. It could be more than one person. It could be three people. So be careful about what people are offering to you, or multiple people are offering. The time frame, all I know is the energy, okay? So just be aware of it. If the message feels relevant to you, hold on to it. The other thing is, Three of Wands could be somebody prospecting. We've been getting this message a lot, all right, of somebody leaving someone for someone else. Now, lately, it was coming up as the Five of Cups. So for some of you all, the person already left, and they're coming back to apologize. But here, whether it is the same energy that I'm calling out, this could be for someone who it's their turn for this sort of scenario to happen, okay? Because I know everybody's on different timelines, but you may be with a partner who is actively starting a relationship with somebody else, and they will leave. They will leave, and their return, where some people are dealing with people returning to them now, their return may be next year or something like that. But just prepare yourself for that. There's also an energy of that. I'll tell you, it's in my notes of, distancing yourself from hurt, pain, and things that don't serve you, relationships that are just not positive, with 7, 10 of Swords, right? So either it's you moving away or somebody moving away from you, and it hurts. It feels like a betrayal. It was definitely planned, and they were with this person for a while. You may not have known it, but they were, okay? So hold on, give me a second. Either way it goes, I feel like you're going to be okay. You need them to leave for you to get to step into the position of power and to expand yourself the way you truly want to. Whoever it was, if they leave you, they were holding you back anyway. Okay? Your fifth position, you have the World in reverse, clarified by female Eshu. Saturn energy again. This is closing out a cycle or needing to close out a cycle of leaping without looking. There's a need for you to not do that, to stop projecting, to only, committing yourself to what feels good. What feels good in the moment, what seems happy and fun and, laughter or whatever, because you could easily meet people who sweep you up through their charisma or their personality, but it's like, that's just about it. It's all fun. It's nothing solid. Always leading with your heart or something. I think that you're putting an end to that. Or keeping things casual. This gives me like this casual thing. Some of you all are like not wanting to give your energy away so freely. And I feel like that's what she's doing in this position. And Saturn, in its dark boundary building kind of way is saying, hey, boo, we done with that. Whether you are male or female, it's like, it's nice that you like to have the excitement of getting to know new people and wondering where it's going to go, but that's wasting our time. It's wasting your time. It opens you up to all kinds of like roadblocks or dangers or wasting your time, Now, at the bottom of the deck, you have this 9 of Wands in the reverse, clarified by the 5 of Pentacles. I think you need to watch out for something about your money. I was talking to y'all about homeless people yesterday, 5 of Pentacles, and then this dude was just standing outside. So I don't know, you might need to be careful of certain people who are always just walking around outside or something, people standing on corners or something like that. Be careful not to get mugged or harassed. Stay away from anybody whose energy feels off, okay? Hold on. And if it's not about that, this is just protecting your money. Having the strength to get through, you need strength to get through this worry. Someone could be worried about something, but you need to have the strength to get through it. This is not it. It's not all of it. This 5 of Pentacles emotion, it's not the end of it all. I don't know what that is, but it's not. You need to push through this, okay? If you can, you should. You should. It's not as bad as you think. Things are going to change. Because I don't know if the magic did this to you. I don't know if someone leaving, hurt your finances, or you were just like, damn it, like I put money into an investment that really hurt. Like I didn't think it through. Because 9 of Wands is the moon and Saturn, it's traveling far. I mean, moon and Saturn, moon and Sagittarius, wanting to go places far out, but not knowing the limit, like being unaware of what's in those far reaches. And you could step into a place, person, situation of the unknown that put me in 5 of Pentacles, whether it's a person or something, but you got to have the strength to get through that. Okay. And it could just be warning you. For some, it could just be warning you that, hey, dial it back. Know where you're going before you get there. Check your surroundings. Something like that. Don't just, with that Jupiter energy of Sagittarius, is being like overly optimistic about something without checking to see if this is the right thing to do. Stuff about appearances keeps coming up. So before you guys sign up or just go with the flow on something because it just looks good, it's like, pause for a second. All right? Yeah. All right, so let's get into your oracle cards, okay? Your first position, this is way more emotional, y'all. You got unconditional love, clarified by pain. Okay. You have whole, clarified by emotions. You have her. Her keeps coming out, y'all. All right. Her, clarified by clown. You have someone new, clarified by deja vu. Rounding out the spread, trust, clarified by obsession. Top of the deck, avoidance, clarified by family. And bottom of the deck, you have new love, clarified by muse. New love, clarified by muse. Now, yesterday I was telling you guys about feeling taken advantage of. And this feels like that. This feels like your love being taken advantage of. whether in a loving situation or with family members or friends. I think this is coming up for you. Like, what's going on? So this says guarded, apprehensive, putting up a wall, excruciating pain. And you know what? Yes, you're tired from having the love you give mishandled. But I don't think you should give up, because this said putting up a wall. Don't put up a wall. Yes, some of y'all, okay. And you know what? I totally understand where you're coming from. You just get to a point where, you'd be like, what is it all for? Like, to have a repeated sort of outcome every time, whether it be a lover, friend, or family member, that it just seems like the only thing meant for me is to stay away from everybody, right? And it's okay to let those emotions flow. You should feel that. Not that you should, like, or you meant to feel it. You can let it flow. It's okay to feel it. You may want to detach yourself from all that emotion, and really what ends up happening is you build up this wall and you block your unconditional love. You block the flow of your unconditional love because of pain that you don't want to feel. But it's understandable that you don't want to feel it, because it's like, what the fuck? For what? For what? And you have other cards here that talk about perspective, and it's hard to see the perspective or the lesson from all of that pain when all you can see is the pain. Like, I can't see past the pain. So I understand, but if you know you gotta be here and you're gonna complete what you have to do in life, and I'm gonna get older, or I'm gonna keep moving and I wanna do certain things, don't let something like this block you. Don't hold on to it. Because it can, even if you're saying, well, fuck love, I don't want to deal with love. Hold on, y'all. That same unconditional love is actually not only tied to your partner to partnership love, it's tied to your creativity, So if you're trying to create and be open to new emotions or to other things to come your way, you're letting experiences involving certain people block you from new experiences that can come through and manifest. So the one thing you should let this do is let it come in and out. All right? Let it flow, because that's the only way to be whole. Like waves, in and out, crashing, unpredictable. Sometimes you won't be able to predict why I am crying today. Okay? Why I'm sad or feeling depressed. Why yesterday I was fine and today I'm not. Right? But it's okay. And see, if you're feeling like that, like, you know what? I'm tired of this mood swing of one day I could deal with being single, the next day I can't, or one day I'm not thinking about these motherfuckers and the next day I'm mad that everybody did. It's okay. It's okay that you feel really mad on Tuesday and fine on Monday or Wednesday. That's fine. That's normal. It's normal. The only thing I would suggest you not do is make any kind of hasty decisions. If you're going to be with your emotions, be with your emotions, but don't decide on those constantly fluctuating emotions. Okay? Find some solid ground, because you're able to actually identify it and stop the mood swings if you would just allow yourself to feel. See, they keep, either it could be the astrology that's causing the mood swing, or the fact that it was bottled up so long and you only give yourself either so much time to be sad. If you don't give yourself enough time to grieve or to recognize I didn't like that, or whatever the case may be, then that's how all of a sudden I'm crying out of nowhere, right? Because maybe I've been ignoring it. Okay? Give me a second. Now, when we get to her and clown, we're moving into, I think, away from the emotion and more into this possibility of relationship. This is where the Saturn energy here is important. That's telling her, stop just going head first, or stop not looking at what's wrong and just going for it. You got to have some kind of limit or boundary, because if you are tired of being degraded, it says degrading appearances, shame, humiliation. This is a beautiful girl, and she does not deserve to be treated like no clown. Now, the other thing too is, if there is a woman in your life who you are only with for appearances and she's degrading or humiliating you, you also need to drop that, because her has been feeling like two different people to me. Has been feeling like the divine feminine within yourself, but also another female or feminine energy out there that is degrading someone. And it could be degrading a masculine. A masculine can be being degraded or humiliated by her, being made to be a clown. Or you could be a divine feminine and there is a masculine degrading you. Because here we go with someone new and deja vu. And it could go for either the divine masculine or the divine feminine. For either one of y'all. Okay? And it doesn't matter your orientation. It matters that you're not repeating this pattern of being humiliated or degraded when you are a beautiful man or woman. Okay? However you identify. A beautiful man or woman who does not need that. And that could be coming up. And this could be pulling up pain because it's like, why do I keep finding that? But the question is, are you putting yourself first or are you putting somebody else first? If you're always looking for who's next and who wants to be with me, that means you aren't really thinking about you. You're thinking about how someone can serve an idea of yourself that you have. You think that I'm not worthy if I don't have a partner. Now, you may not have created that narrative in your head, and you may have, but it is a false narrative. You need to be whole and not afraid of your emotions, okay? Because what you end up doing is pulling in partners, because I told y'all yesterday with this Venus Scorpio energy, with people who become obsessed with you and try to control you. Some of y'all have been like, some people have watched y'all for a while and are like ready to make their move and are trying to gain their trust, but they're obsessed with you, okay? It could be in love, but it could be in other areas too. You know, all depends on how that resonates with you, but be careful with that. Because here, let's go to the top. We just discussed, you know, the relationship thing. Top of the deck, we have avoidance clarified by family. Avoidance clarified by family. So this is your immediate family, mother, father, brother, or sister. It could be your extended family. But for whatever reason, your intuition is telling you something about them and you're acting like you don't want to see it. That's not all of you, it's some of you. It's some of you don't want to believe that one of those family members who you probably trust above all is probably involved in some stupid shit too. Okay? The other thing is if this is a married couple, you know, someone is avoiding something that they see within their relationship. They're trying to turn a blind eye to what their partner is doing, okay? Not for all of you, but for some. For most of you, it could be just your own family. There could also be, because I do have a message about having to take care of an ailing family member. There could be a masculine that has been avoiding telling the family about their health. All right. So some of you may have, you may find out that a family member could have developed a chronic illness or something. They may or may not need to live with you. It all depends on the situation, whether they live in a home or some form of assisted living, or they may come stay with you. So that's another thing with this avoidance in family that I'm feeling with that. Okay. Now, I know I mentioned this already earlier, but new love and muse, which this I asked, because y'all know I don't talk about love if it ain't for real. And I'm not going to try to tell y'all to get with something that you know is wrong. So this love and muse, like I said earlier, is really attached to purpose and healing. In order to have this love, and it's true, you just got to wash it away. You got to wash away those old hurts. And it's not about like pretending like they didn't happen, but it's not letting them control you. Don't let it control you. Like, I'm not going to talk to nobody no more. See, it's okay. There is an energy of withdrawal. Withdrawal keeps coming up. That's because you're withdrawing from negativity. But if you withdraw completely, you can withdraw yourself from positive interactions and people. You just got to know what's the type of withdrawal you need for your situation. I can't tell you what that looks like. Only you know. You live where you live, right? You know where to go, where not to go. And you know who's negative in your life and who's not. So that's what you're withdrawing from, because I truly, as much as I'm very careful about telling y'all who's good for love and who's not, I really do believe in love. I really do. And you deserve this. You deserve it. But there seems to be a connection between you and this person and your purpose or what you enjoy. You know, some of you all could just be, some of you all might not even be aware the things that you enjoy the most are part of your purpose, and that's going to lead you to love. Now, like I told you, I don't see this manifesting in the year 2022. I don't. The planetary stuff right now doesn't even look good for that. There's an ability for you to get into partnership, but those partnerships will be a deja vu. A lot of the energy says that it will just end, and it will end as quickly as it starts, you know? But if you give yourself time and actually notice, why do I keep repeating these patterns? Oh, it's a part of that emotional pain. Let's cleanse that. Let's be whole. Let's focus on ourselves. You can actually, and you will manifest this new love. Okay? All right. So here, hold on. Let me see. What do I got? Let's get into your other oracle cards. Give me a sec, y'all. Your oracle cards are coming from the wisdom of the hidden realms. Okay, wisdom of the hidden realms. Okay, your first set. I think we could start. Let's start at the top of the deck. It's a 3-card spread for this one. Where's the book? Here it is. I just had it in my hand. Okay, you have the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. Okay, selflessness, humility, conscious action. Okay, High Lord of Gratitude and Service. Let me get it for you. Give me a second. Okay, as an ally, High Lord of Gratitude and Service. This card arrives to help you find your true purpose today. Feeling gratitude for each moment you experience and loving what is and what has been. Okay, like accepting it. You know, you may not have to love it, but you can accept it. All right. It says it will remind you that every breath you take holds a deep and profound awareness. Through small actions and selfless service to another, you're automatically placed upon your highest path, right? So just by giving service or working within your purpose that helps other people, you're already placed on your highest path. It says whether you're immediately aware of it or not, the presence of this ally lets you know that you're on the correct path to fulfilling your desires. You're also notified that your actions of service and attitude of gratitude will yield riches beyond your wildest dreams, as long as those riches aren't the goal you have in mind. See, that part, hold on, is this surrender to how God is going to manifest it. Like what you think you need, you may not need, and what you think you want, God will give you better. Okay, so here, look, those riches aren't the goal you have in mind, so it may manifest totally different from what you think. You don't know where you're going to end up. Just follow your intuition. Giving service with no thought of return is what's required of you today. This would also be a good time to write a list, reminding yourself of all the things in your life and the world around you that you have to be grateful for. If your question refers to a relationship, okay, it says, let gratitude be your guide. So gratitude, gratefulness for all the things, even the painful things, because they taught you something, is going to help you get you what you want in the relationship area. It says, be thankful for all you learn from this person. Truly, there are no friends and no enemies, just teachers along life's journey. Be grateful for the laughter and even for the tears. And look, y'all, there are tears. There are tears. But just because it was pain doesn't mean you can't have real love. You can have love, all right? And it's okay to shed those tears, all right? So hold on, give me a second. Be grateful for the laughter, even for the tears. The attitude of gratitude is a magnet for true love in all forms. And that's what I was saying earlier. You and this pain building walls are actually blocking out all the forms of love. You know, in our society, we only look at love as, you know, my partner, who's going to love me, wake up next to me stuff. Love is going to manifest in all the ways that it wants to, and do not block all those ways. Okay. You are love. You are love. So you can't shut love off, right? You got to be yourself. You come from a love energy. Okay? So don't block out your other blessings. You got a lot of blessings coming. All right, what's at the bottom? You got the Swan Queen. Transformation, intuition, patience. But this is in the reverse, so it's come as a challenge. Give me a sec. Let me get it for you. Swan Queen. 13. Swan Queen says, and I read it, transformation, intuition, patience. It says, when the Swan Queen appears to challenge you, it's time to stop doubting your inner voice. Don't let your analytical mind prevent you from seeing the miracles that Spirit places in front of you. Another message the Swan Queen shows you, another message the Swan Queen shows you in the mirror of your life is your fear of change. Why fear what's inevitable? Everything in life changes and transforms from one moment to the next. Holding on to the past only distorts and mangles the natural order of things. If you can, in spite of your fears, be gentle with yourself and allow for change. Only beauty will come of it. Most important, a shift in perspective is what's called for now. So you got to change your perspective. You also have to you got to let go either a thought, like those emotional thoughts that keep playing in your head, right? You also have to let go of any person or place that's keeping you stuck. Okay? Hold on. Don't be afraid. And y'all, you know what? Fear is so subtle. It's, you could have a fear, like I felt this with changing over plans and stuff, like phone plans. And I was like, why am I getting so like weird about this? It's because of like holding on to an emotion. You'll see it could be a very simple thing that you're afraid to like let go or whatever, or, you know, now I'm gonna do this instead. Mine was just literally changing phone carriers. But I was wondering, what am I so up in my, chest for? It's because there is a fear there, and being maybe too caught up in a comfort zone or being afraid of the new responsibility that comes with changing. That's okay. Just go with the flow. Go with it, all right? Because it's time. It says that's what's inevitable. Things have to change, so just get used to it. All right, so in the spread, you have the Diamond Dreamer, and this also came as a challenge. Diamond Dreamer. All right, give me a sec. Let me get it for you. The Diamond Dreamer, material wealth, true prosperity. And this was a challenge. So it says the Diamond Dreamer challenges you to address your perception. Okay, second time we talked about perception of the power of materialism. Do you focus on the material above all else? Have you become hypnotized by the notion that it's the only reality? Have you grown to attach to stuff? Have you come to consider wealth only to be the accumulation of worldly goods? Now is the time to find value in wealth in the intangible spiritual experience. Before anything is seen, reflected in the manifest world, it originates in the unseen, the spiritual, and the divine mind. Be careful what you wish to manifest, for you may not want to pay the price of keeping it once you get it. The Diamond Dreamer also reminds you that disappointment and disillusionment are sometimes the way home to the truth of what's best for you. He may be here to tell you that when you don't get what you want, it's being withheld from you because something better is in store. Be compassionate with yourself and others at this time. Let the Diamond Dreamer lead you to the highest dreams for your perfect purpose and true prosperity. Okay, y'all? Be careful what you wish for. All right? But also, there's something about being too materialistic here. All right? So much so that it could also be causing a wall or a block within. And it's also blocking you from your purpose, because if you don't think your purpose will somehow make you some sort of money, or if it's not doing anything for you, especially when, you got other outside influences chopping your tree down while you're working towards something. And it's like, damn it, why does this keep happening? And all of a sudden that constant chop down is taking passion away, and you're more worried about materially what it's making for you. So it's looking like a failure because there's no money, but you're forgetting about the passion. But Obatala is going to handle that, okay? So just don't let Don't let this illusion that you won't have money or, you know, people blocking your money stop you. The word Lord is next, okay? Word Lord. Let me get this for you. Word Lord 43. Word Lord. Yeah, that's me. Okay. All right. Word Lord says communication, praise, dishonesty. But this comes as your ally. The word Lord rules communication of all kinds. And it's funny because we do have the Magician as the first card out. So, you know what? And this could also be seen as like something priestly. All right. Some of you all with Gemini, third house kind of energy, like you need to share your spiritual knowledge and possibly online. Pick your platform, but somebody, Obatala, your guides, your Orisha want you to tell everybody what you know, okay? Give me a second. So as your ally, the word Lord rules communication of all kinds and lets you know that positive interactions can be expected when he arrives as your ally. He only speaks with positive words and praises all he sees. He reminds you of the law of abundance and praise. When you bless the world, it blesses you back. When you say affirming, supportive words, they carry an energy that returns to you in physical form. Remember that each one has power and will resonate. I guess each word, each one has power and will resonate into the universe, seeking its reflection in manifest form. Your body responds to praise, as does everything in the world around you. Praise it for its inherent health and beauty. Applaud yourself for everything you do, as even the tiniest accomplishments are important. Praise your bills. Give thanks for the services you enjoy. Like the lights being on, my cable, whatever it is, okay, for the services you enjoy. And watch the ability to pay them increase as you align with Spirit's increasing power. You're going to have more money for those bills, because I pay those bills because I need my lights, I need my gas, whatever it is. It's not don't gripe about it. This is also a time to remember the powerful practice of affirmations. Write them down and speak them aloud as spiritual exercise. Say it so, and it will be. It's a very auspicious sign when the word Lord chooses to be your ally. And I think it's auspicious because your manifestation power is really, really strong right now. So you need to be careful how you speak. That could be another reason why Obatala is jumping down toward the Magician, to remind the Magician, speak peace onto your life, peace onto your manifestations. Don't speak against yourself right now, because where someone is working against you, trying to confuse you of your power, you may be forgetting how much of a strong manifester you are by getting into a negative attitude. Same thing when it comes to your emotions. You may be rehashing old things from the past, talking about it negatively, only to be saying, look at this deja vu shit that I done manifested. Why? Because I was speaking and feeling so negatively, right? But it's okay if you manifested it, as long as you realize, I just manifested the wrong thing. It's okay, just do away with it. Banish it by not getting involved to allow the real thing to come in. See? Speak the right words, all right? Speak love into your life, because that's exactly what you're going to manifest, all right? And then your last card out is the Eyes of Beauty. The Eyes of Beauty. Give me a sec. Let me get it for you. 25. Eyes of Beauty. The Eyes of Beauty says positive. See? Positive expectations. Clarity. Okay? And she's your ally. So it says, when the Eyes of Beauty shows up as your ally, they require you to examine your perceptions. Third time the word perception came up. Do you see the world as perfect and beautiful? Can you retrace your steps from your past to now and see the perfection in the way reality has been created? Truly, perception is everything. A glass half empty is the same as a glass half full, yet so different according to how it is perceived. The Eyes of Beauty remind you that if you move forward with conviction, all is well now and always will be. You will see true prosperity as a result. Expect to see beauty, and you will attract your highest good. See, in yesterday's reading, I told y'all had that Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. I said, don't give up. Stay true to what it is that you're doing. Stay true to your convictions. Speak the things you believe. Just because there are little storms and things going on around you doesn't mean that that's the true reality. It's only something happening right now, but be present. Be present for the blessings and the gifts and the intuition that God has given you to move forward and to stay with what you're doing, okay? Things are really actually going to be a lot better than you think. It's just something's trying to make it seem like it's not, and that's not true. And this is the thing that I've been hearing a lot. Sometimes it gets better before it gets worse, but truly it was always getting better. What's happening around you as the worst is an illusion. It's just an illusion, okay? Hold on. All right, we did that. Let me check over my notes to see if I missed anything. We already talked about the witchcraft. Your intuition is very high. Right now, some of you all feel indecisive about or are compromising yourself in relationships, but I think the more you notice that someone's degrading you or trying to make you out to be a clown, it'll be very clear that I could stop being indecisive about this. I'm actually going to make my way out, make my exit. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. You guys could get more work done if you focus more or, do something about the emotions. But there's an ability to get a lot done. Hold on. Yeah, so with the Saturn energy, if you just remove yourself, you could be a lot more productive. But you got to get away from what is not positive. Some of you all are actually going to be bypassing social events just to enjoy your own company. So don't feel bad about that. You feel a reason why you don't want to go, why you're telling them no. Yeah, you could just be wanting to just spend time with yourself or work on something that you have. Some of you all are learning or evaluating things from your past or completing unfinished projects like something you wanted to do and stopped doing or deciding to go back to school or something like that. Yeah, you're being more you focused, putting up a boundary and not letting everybody tell you what to do. Oh, another thing too, for some of you, this could either have to do with you or a family member, but it talks about paying attention to your health and your body signals. So if you feel like this weird pain or something showing up out of nowhere, it's not showing up out of nowhere, like maybe you need to go get it looked at or something. Just go have a physical or something. And if you need more sleep, get more sleep, because there just seems to be extra pressure around family, activities or involvement or something like that. I told you guys some relationships will be ending by your choice or someone else's, whether they want to leave or they don't want to talk to you no more, or you just want to leave and don't want to talk to somebody no more. That's what's going to happen. And at the same time, relationships that maybe because something is brought up or maybe out of nowhere, someone who is an acquaintance becomes a closer friend. But be careful. Be careful, because remember, somebody is obsessed with you and they're trying to strengthen it, or gain more trust. So just be aware of that someone wants to strengthen their tie to you. I don't know if it's positive or negative. You would know. Your intuition is heightened at this time. It's just that's what's in the energy. Yeah, you're getting rid of people who no longer serve you. Some of you all are because you're expanding your knowledge about human nature, which was why in yesterday's reading I was bringing up everything about those homeless guys. Sometimes in life we look at everything so black and white. We look at people who are, at a disadvantage as, oh, help them or da da da. It's not always like that. Sometimes people who are at a true disadvantage are still haters, are still people who will bring you down. I mean, of all kinds. So no longer are you looking at this black and white, I have to be good because this is bad and all that kind of stuff. You're doing what is right for you in every moment. In every now moment, you're doing what's right for you, not what somebody told you is right, okay? Because you're done. You've done what you thought was right, and the results were like, what the fuck, right? So you are seeing people for who they truly are. And that's okay. And that's why what you're going through for different people is not your responsibility, okay? Yeah, so like I said, one of your parents or an elderly relative may be going through something, this is not for everybody, may have a health condition. They may decide to live with you. You may have an adult child or relative want to move in or they're moving out. That energy is here. Give me a second. Some of you all, if the circumstances are right, you'll be moving and it'll be an okay move, because I've been saying a lot. I know I've said it that this isn't the best time to make a big purchase, but or home buying. But that is all linked to people strong arming you. Okay? If the factors are right, some of you will be moving and purchasing your home or whatever the case may be, but don't force it. And don't do it if someone is forcing you. That's in the energy, okay? So that's what I have for you, all right? Just no matter what it is, when it comes to a big decision, do your due diligence. Don't just go okay because somebody say it's okay, because it's not until you really look at it, all right? That's what I have for you. If the reading resonates, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. You want to book a personal reading, the link to book is in the description box below. All right, guys, see ya.